Hey friends, it's me, the Ebony Otaku, the well-rounded nerd. I am on number 3 out of 4 commander decks that I got this past Christmas. Here's the thing about nerd toys. They take a long time to get through because they are all just so involved. They're so involved. But it's okay. So this deck that I'm opening today, I've gotten 2 out of my 4 decks completely sleeved. When I say sleeved, I mean double sleeved in the box. I did a video, I don't know when it's going to post in the timeline of when I'm recording things, but I did a video, we did a draft night while the kids were all on spring break from college for Lord of the Rings. A lot of them were just, looking for cards they needed to complete their own commander decks. But I'm going to build a commander deck, and I have like 200 cards to do that from now, so that's going to be kind of fun. But commander decks are pre-built. You can get a pre-built instead of building your own. I do love these. I've mentioned it before. When you're trying to find stuff to do with folks who may not be as interested in a particular hobby as you are, look for the crossover. Crossovers and collaborations are so great. I had stopped playing Magic like in my very early 20s, like 21, 22. It just wasn't, all my friends and I, we all, after high school, college, we didn't see each other again. Those are the people I played the game with. I have no idea what happened to the cards. From then I've moved enough that they're gone. And I've accepted it, But I started getting back into it because it's something my family likes to do. And now that I'm into it, I understand the rules again. It's fun. Let me tell you, this is not the same game from when we were in high school. It's not. So if you start playing again and you're like, this is a different game, it's a different game. But it's not fun. But because I love Warhammer so much, when I found out that they had Warhammer decks, and then I found out about the Lord of the Rings decks, and now there's the Fallout decks, the crossover collabs, that this is great. Because for me, I'm not just playing a random game where I'm trying to get the points, cast the spells, get the damage. But now I'm playing with characters that I actually know and love and understand the lore of and what they assign these things to do. It makes sense to me. So that got me into it. And now I understand the game, and they've created a monster. But this has to come out of the box to be double sleeve. But if you can't find that common ground, look for the collabs. I mean, there's not one for everything, but there's common ground somewhere. If somebody's not into the MTG, but they're maybe into Transformers, guess what? There are Transformers cards. I don't think there's a whole Transformers deck, but there are Transformers cards. I have them. The link is somewhere on my channel. I gotta start doing that thing where you put extra links in. But she works, y'all. She has a job and a family. So, we do this when we can. But yeah, let's open the Chaos Commander deck, shall we? Yes, we shall. So if you remember, getting into these boxes is a little bit of a pain. And I think, actually, no, I just lied to myself. I was going to say, maybe I can go through the bottom. I can't. And I don't want to keep this box. I'm just trying to figure out how not to accidentally tear up something that might matter. How I cannot throw away the gun. If you have seen that video, you know what I'm talking about. I threw out one of Alita One's guns by accident because I didn't realize there were parts of the box that had guns. Oh my goodness. Now, I haven't sleeved this deck yet, so I'm not going to throw this box away just yet. But, oh, there's little tokens that you need. So I'm not going to punch those out just yet because I need to put them in their proper box. But now that I pulled them out, I'm committed to sleeving them. I have the sleeves. Good golly. I forgot how this comes out. It's been a while since I've opened one of these. Can I get that out? Hold up. There we go. Ha. So this is the deck box that comes with it. They all come with a deck box if you buy a pre-con commander deck. And I do believe that's Abaddon the Despoiler on the front. Is it? Yep. Or this is just a random Astartes. This just might be a random Space Marine. No, that's not Abaddon. Is that Abaddon? That's not Abaddon. Nope. This is just random Space Marine. I lied. Or maybe it's not. I'll know in a second. Anywho. But that's the deck box. These are cool. these I do hold on to. They're good little display things. I can put other things in them. But I don't use these for the decks because we double sleeve all of our decks. So there's an inner sleeve that's completely clear, then an outer sleeve that has a clear front and a colored back. And so you put the card in top first into the inner sleeve, and then you reverse it and put the bottom first, and then it's a completely encapsulated card. It'll never get messed up, which my stepson taught me that. So if you're watching, thank you. This is the little collectible shiny here. And it says this is a legendary creature, so that can be the commander. It says it's the ruinous powers of chaos, so I just assumed. No, wait, there's a whole Abaddon deck, I think. So this must be rando chaos. And the grimdark future. Oh, there's only war. Interesting. Because I'm studying my Necron deck right now, so the next time we do a family magic night, that's what I'm gonna use for my army. They all come with this, nothing special. I'm trying to get to the deck. Come on, out. This box did not come with a poster or anything. Oh, no, yeah, I lied. Yes, it did. It was just trapped with the box. I was about to get sad. You get a little sad. Because it's the little extra pieces that make it fun. I was about to get sad. I was like, where's the thing? There it is. You know what? Magic the Gathering, just don't listen to me. She be hasty and impatient and didn't look for everything. So, okay, fantastic. We've got our life counter. I love these. You can use your dice as your life counter. There's apps on your phone. But when I have a themed deck, I actually use the themed life counter. Since I did one of my videos where I separate out all my dice. Most dice boxes come with a dice tray. But I consolidated my dice to one bag because if you do a lot of these types of games, you just need whatever dice you need with you at all times. So I just have a big dice bag where they all go with me and they're all nice and separated. But when it comes to these games, these will be in the deck box with its associated deck. So I like to use the counter that comes. I'm matchy that way. I can't help it. I can't help it. They went to the trouble of making it. I'm going to use it. Let me see here. So this is the poster. That is Abaddon the Despoiler. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It is Abaddon. I'm not dumb. I know me some Ezekiel Abaddon. I know who Ezekiel Abaddon. I know what he looks like. I know the horsehair is inside out. I shall not be questioned. All right. So, being goofy. Let's see. Playing the deck. The ruinous powers. Beautiful artwork, huh? Look, y'all can look at the artwork while I read. Can you see it? Yes, you can. All right, look at the art while I read. Embrace the power of chaos. The galaxy is merely a thin film of scum floating on the vast sea of chaos. The followers of the chaos gods, mortals, and demons seek to swallow the galaxy into the warp. This deck contains cards with unpredictable and destructive capabilities, including some with Cascade ability. When you cast a spell with Cascade, you reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal one that costs less mana, and cast that spell for free. Destroy the pitiful forces of your opponent and follow your path to glory or damnation. Primary Commander Abaddon the Despoiler. With Abaddon the Despoiler leading your forces, you can translate damage to your opponent into value for yourself. The more damage you deal, the bigger your potential reward will be. Find a weak point in your enemy's defenses and break through. Then cast a spell to find out if the gods of chaos smile upon your works. Secondary Commander Belacor the Dark Master. Belacor the Dark Master is the first Diamond Prince blessed by all four Chaos Gods. You can wait until you control a few other daemons first, but then cast Belacor to refill your hand with cards, or you can cast Belacor early on and use your other demons to destroy your opponent's creatures, or even to finish off opponents who have low life total. Mm. It's intense. Abaddon the Despoiler. Abaddon was the first captain of the Sons of Horus, one of the Space Marine legions that rebelled against the Emperor in the galaxy-wide civil war known as the Horus Heresy. When his Primarch Horus Lupercal fell into a duel against the Emperor, Abaddon fled with his legion into the enormous warp storm known as the Eye of Terror, renaming his forces the Black Legion 13 times over the last 10,000 years. Abaddon launched attacks upon the Imperium. Each time he was apparently defeated, but each time he accomplished some goal, whose purpose was obscure to all Imperial observers. Abaddon's diabolical scheme finally bore fruit when the galaxy tore in two, divided by a tremendous warp rift known as the Cicatrix Maledictum. Don't you love these words? The Imperium was struck a near fatal blow, and chaos was ascendant. So, reaching behind me, I put down Fabius Bile and picked up Minkalesk. It is actually all about Cadia, which is a world that's very close to the Star Maelstrom, the Hour of Terror. And once in a while, Abaddon shows his butt and comes out and does a thing. And everyone on this planet is basically raised to be a soldier. It's like the ultimate example of inclusivity. Everyone can die for the Emperor or to chaos. Equality. But it's a female-driven story, which they exist in Warhammer, but I have not run across many of them. So I was really interested to read a female perspective in all of this. So I'm kind of reading through this one right now. Fabius will be back, but I'm with her right now. So she's really interesting. I actually meant to post a reading from this sooner, but I wasn't super happy with the second half of the reading, so I'm going to re-record it because we can't be putting out junk. So Minka, go back where you were. Let's see, and the other legendary creature, Belakor, the Dark Master. Belakor was the first mortal bestowed with immortality by the dark gods, by being transformed into a daemon prince, a towering winged figure wielding a blade of shadows. All four of the gods of chaos invested their power in him, and each sought to bend Belakor to their respective purpose. Belakor was willful and sought power and glory for himself alone, so the gods withdrew some of their power, preferring to raise new demon princes that were loyal to each of them individually. That would be the Angelix Demonatus Fulcrum, and some of the others. Belakor figures prominently in myths of many planets across the galaxy. He has ruled over entire worlds, then discarded them when they fell into ruin. He has been cited leading demonic legions and even fighting in the company of Abaddon in his Black Legion. Oh, I wonder if he's going to show up in Minkalesk. Look, y'all. There is just so much to Warhammer. Now look, I have my Harry Potter days. Loved every second of it. Have everything about Harry Potter still memorized. Have my Lord of the Ring days, But those come and go in phases, I've read The Hobbit multiple times. I've read The Silmarillion 3 times. No, that's a lie. Twice. I've read it twice. Confused it with another book for a second. I'm a nerd's nerd. But Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, they cannot hold a candle to the lore treasure trove that is Warhammer. Warhammer is forever. Shall we look at some of this deck? Now, I can't be messing up these cards because they're not sleeved yet, so let's take a look. We're gonna open this gingerly. There's a word people don't use very much anymore. A lot of people quit using certain words because they sound bad, but they're not. Dictionaries, people. Dictionaries. Find out what a word means, not what you feel it means. I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings by saying that. You know what I'm gonna do? Since I've opened this, I said I wasn't gonna use this deck box. I'm gonna keep these in the deck box until I sleeve them because they still need to be protected. Because I don't just want them floating around in there. Because I have to sit down and do the sleeving. So I think these are tokens And this, okay, this is the collector edition of my shiny. So there's Abaddon. No, that's not Abaddon. No, this is Abaddon. What's wrong with me? This is Abaddon with a helmet on. Helmet on, helmet off. It's like makeup on, makeup off. Them two different people. So he's a 5/5. He takes 3 colors to cast him 5 mana? How do you summon him? I played 3 colors the other night when we did draft. First draft I did 2 colors and I did great. Then I decided I wanted to go 3 and be stupid. Lost. 3? Oh, legendary creature, Stardust Warrior. He's got trample, so that, of course he does. Mark of Chaos Ascendant. During your turn, spells that you cast from your hand with mana value of X or less have Cascade, where X is the total amount of your life your opponents have lost this turn. Damn. That's a serious card. Okay. So, ooh, what the Nurgle? Okay, so like out of all of the Chaos Gods, like 3 of them I can rock with. One of them, and it's the one that Horus fell to. Of course, Abaddon is part of Horus's Mourningval, and he's the one that fell. Of course, these are going to all be Nurglings. I may never use this deck because I hate the Nurgle look. It's just gross looking. Token creatures. This is a token demon. Ugh. And on the back, there's another token creature that is a spawn. He's not so bad looking. He's a little Zinch looking. I can rock with Zinch. I can rock with Slaanesh. I can rock with Khorne. I don't stand Nurgle. Let's see here. Oh, there's an... Ooh. See, this is what Nurgle does. Like Khorne, the ones if you fall to Khorne, you get beefier. I mean, still ugly, but beefy ugly, like more powerful. Like wow, he's the god of war. Like Slaanesh is the god of like what's debauchery. He's like hedonism bot from Futurama. You know, so they are the most twisted versions of pleasure. And then, you know, there's the god of change, Zinch, like all his stuff, like 2-headed dragons and stuff like that. And then there's Nurgle. Is that all the different ones? That's a spawn, but on the back of this one, oh, token creature that is a demon horror. What the Slimer is that? They aren't nice to look at. I love Warhammer, but nobody's going to like everything. So these are the actual cards to play that are your commanders. So we've got Abaddon. We've talked so much about him. And then we've got Belakar, the Dark Master. So, good God, he's a 6/5. He takes 6 mana to cast and needs 1 of every color as well. Holy crap. They better have a good mana mix in here. Watch my shuffling betray me. That's what got me the last time. I didn't get to my 3rd color. Anyway, flying Prince of Chaos. When Belakor, the Dark Master, enters the battlefield, you draw X number of cards and you lose X life. Ooh. Where X is the number of demons you control. So if I got some demons out there, or those tokens out there, so say I've got 5 demons out there, I can draw 5 cards, but I would lose 5 life. Ugh. What the chaos? Lord of Torment, whenever another demon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals damage equal to its power to any opponent. Okay, well that's good. Problematic for everyone else, but good for me. All right, so let me put my commanders on that side so I don't lose them. So let me scroll through here and see if there's anything of interest. Heralds of Zinch. Okay, so it's not all Nurgle. Thank God. So, yeah. So here's a Zinch-looking demon card. What is that? A creature? Yeah. So you can see the difference. All the Nurgle stuff is blah, blah, blah. And then the Zinch stuff is you know. That is an accurate description. Oh, an enchantment. Nurgle's rot. Look at that. Ugh. I don't even want to read it. I hate looking at it. Oh, here, this gotta be Khorne. It's red. Yep. Blood Crusher of Khorne. Man, he's great. Ooh, he's got trample. Of course he's got trample, because Khorne is the god of war. Basically, you know, God of Chaos, if you want to put it that way. Devastating Charge. Other creatures you control have trample. Ooh, he only takes 4 to get and 1 red. Okay, so he's a 3/3. That's pretty good. And Astartes Warrior, he's red, so he must be sworn to Khorne. See, look how much more dignified that is than something with the Nurgle on it. Ooh. So where that Nurgle? Look at this. Why, Horus? Why? If you were gonna fall to chaos, fall to the cool chaos. What kind of advice do you give kids in your youth group? Well, if you're gonna be dumb, be cool dumb. No, I don't say that. Let's see here. Oh, here's one of Slaanesh. So remember I said Slaaneshi is all about the exaggerated pleasure. There's an outfit for you. There's your next Halloween costume. There's your next cosplay. So, yeah. Pain is pleasure, pleasure is pain. Herald of Slaanesh, creature, demon. Locus of Slaanesh, demon spells you cast cost 2 less. Other demons. Oh, and it's not an instant. It's every turn. That Necron deck sounded good, but this one is that's pretty great. Oh, here's another one. That's real Slaanesh looking. Huh. Think what you will about that photo. Haste. Ooh, so I can use it instant. It's like an instant, but an instant that doesn't go away. So, Allure of Slaanesh. Each opponent must attack with at least 1 creature each combat if able. Oh, wow. She's interesting. Let's see. The Lost and Damned. It's an enchantment. I love the names. So, for someone like me who's really into Warhammer, like, and I don't know everything about Warhammer. There is so much lore. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. I just love being able to find more ways to enjoy it. And this is a way for me to spend time with my people and still do something that I love. Like, I wasn't into Magic anymore, and just my stepson begged me, you want to play Magic? Every night we get that question. Do you want to play Magic? Do you want to play Magic? Look, sometimes you do stuff simply because it's to spend time with the people you love and to make them happy, and no other reason. And that's fine. I was very happy to find a way to enjoy it more by having Warhammer be a part of it. Bile Blight. That gotta be that sounds real nurgly. I said nurgly. Don't cancel me. Instant. Ooh, 2 blacks. Target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature get -3 till end of turn. Wow, that's devastating to your opponent. That's cool. Ooh. Is that... Oh, this is equipment. So I can equip it to someone. An equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has haste. Can't attack you or planeswalkers you control and can't be sacrificed. 4 of any color to cast him. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control of equipped creature until end of turn. If you do untap it, equip 3. To equip it, it's going to cost me 3 mana in that turn, but dang. Is that a Terminator or a Dreadnought? It's beautiful, whichever. I love the artwork. Hey, you Magic the Gathering people in your art. You do good. Let's see, what else have we got here? Is there anyone else big we recognize? I'm just scrolling through here. Let's see here. Let's see it. Man, they do such a good job. Oh my god. It's actually Tzeentch. There's a really good description of Tzeentch. It's between and he's trying to get back to is he trying to get back to Imperium Secundus or Terra. I can't remember, but it's in the omnibus novel, The Primarchs. It's like 4 big stories that involve the Primarchs. My favorite Alfarius Almagon story is in there. When they take that poor little psychic Zelmagundi to go capture and free somebody, and then they betray her and everybody else, because that's what Alfarius Almagon does. Anyway, but yeah, go read The Primarchs. It's great. Oh, I might read that story, the whole thing. It's so good. But anyway, there is a portion in there where Tzeentch gets on the ship, or a harbinger of Tzeentch, and this is basically what they describe. So I told you Tzeentch about all that duality and duplicity and all that. There he is. That's a really good depiction. Love it. And flying. The Lord of Change. They didn't even call him Tzeentch. They just called him the Lord of Change. I know too much. I know too much. A blight grenade. See, and here's the problem. Because I don't like Nurgle, I'm glad I've learned, though, at least when you're building decks, that you know, commanders are it's 100 cards in this, but, you know, this is a pre-con deck, but if I was building my own deck, I have the ability to swap cards, as long as they're the same color mana, that I'm working with here. So, them Nurgle cards might be swapped for, Necron cards, because ew. Let's see what the lands look like. Basic land is basic. But when you get those pretty lands, it's like, oh, basic land is basic. There should be some special lands in here somewhere, but they're probably toward the back. Here's my reds. What the corn? What the corn? Oh, so here's a more beautiful land. It's a land that's not basic. It means it's land that does more than just be land. Huh. Okay. Whew. Chaos Warp. Decree of Pain. Oh, God. Blasphemous Act. Is that the Star Maelstrom? No, it's not. I'm not even going to show that to you, because then you'll be like, that's not what that was. You're so dumb. And I don't need that right now. Huh, there's another legendary creature in here. Lucius the Eternal? Y'all know who Lucius is, right? See, and this is what got me back into plays of this game. Lucius was one of the captains under Fulgrim in the Emperor's Children, who fancied himself a swordsman equal to Fulgrim. And Fulgrim let him think that, and then Fulgrim handed him his ass one day. But that's Lucius. He's one of my least favorite characters and favorite characters at the same time. Like, he's like Draco Malfoy. It's like, you suck. But there are reasons you suck. So I can't hate you completely. You know. Oh, this is great. Ooh, there's a kill, maim, burn. That's funny. It's an instant. But this is the one it's the Horus Heresy card. There is a Horus Heresy card. Oh, you can't read the writing because of the light. So as this saga enters, and after you draw, step, add lore counter, sacrifice after 3. So it's kind of like that getting tempted by the ring in the Lord of the Rings deck. Each turn, as I progress through the steps on this card, I get to do something different. For each opponent, gain control upon one target non-legendary creature that player controls for as long as the Horus Heresy remains on battlefield. Draw a card for each creature you control but don't own. Starting with, not with stage 2. And stage 3, starting with you, each player chooses a creature. Destroy each creature chosen this way. Holy crap. So if the Horus Heresy enters, that's bad for everybody, including me. Huh. There's a Dreadnought. So the other one was a Terminator. You can't just say Dreadnought. It's Dreadnought. You gotta say it right. Oh, look at that Dreadnought. That's the Entombed suit. So it's kind of an honor for a Space Marine. If you're gonna die, they put you in this, and then you don't die, and you can keep fighting until this dies. Then you die. But oh, he has haste, so you can use him immediately. He doesn't have that draw sickness on him, you know, where you can't use him until the next turn. I love the quotes at the bottom. No, not the sarcophagus. Corn, damn you, you disloyal curs, just kill me. Kalos the Ravager. So whoever got put in this Dreadnought didn't go so willingly. He was loyal to the Emperor, and they got him, and before he could die, they shoved him in a Chaos Dreadnought. Man, oh, goodness gracious, Warhammer. Whew, Exalted Flamer of Tzeentch. That's an appropriate name. Just, man, oh, they do so good. Ooh, a Defiler. Blood for the Blood Guard. Well, that's a corn. Let the galaxy burn. It's a sorcery. Don't you love the names? Night Rampager. Chaos is so great. Yeah, I know, I'm special. But we are going to keep these cards safe until they get sleeved. Good thing they give you a box. Now, look how much space is left in there. I could sleeve them and use this box, but I have fancy boxes for keeping my cards. And I use these collector boxes for some other purpose once my cards are sleeved. But these are just going to stay safe in here until I get time to watch some drama on the YouTube and sleeve them. I hope that was enjoyable for you. It was great for me. I had fun looking through all of those cards. As usual, please like, comment, and subscribe. The channel is growing and growing, and I really appreciate all of you who are joining in and being a friend. I still have stuff that I would love to give back to our community. Some figures, you know, I gotta clear some space here. Some stuff's got to go. But I would love to have the ability to use things that I've collected that maybe need another home. Like I've got some that were gifted to me, and I was like, I never wanted this, not from my husband, but from other people. And like this, it's time for it to find a new home. So I would love, maybe that could be your home, but we got to get the sub count up, and the sub count's fine. We got to get the watch hours up so the channel can be monetized. That way the channel can pay for the shipping. Because previously when I was trying to give stuff away, it had to be a US address because international shipping be high, but if the channel pays for it, then I don't care where you are on the planet, just help me address it right. So I would love to be able to do that because, you know, you don't have to watch my videos, and you did. So thank you. And I want to show my gratitude to all of you. So I'll say it again. Please like, comment, subscribe. And hopefully, if you bless me, I will see you in the next one. Time for me to go fix this nail and go watch a couple of horror movies.